I hear you fantastically. Thank you, my friend. How are you today?
I'm doing well. You can't complain when you're a part of Max. That's not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to complain.
Yeah, that's good. That sets up a thing. After we talked earlier today, I went back and was revisiting. And if you're not reading the three basics, because you brought this up, the three books that everyone should have in their library, you can get them now for $5 and $8. They're very inexpensive. Is the Power of Positive Thinking, the Power of Positive Thinking, Think and Grow Rich, and As a Man Thinketh, James Allen. All of these books were written in the early part of the 20th century, and each one of those bring a lot of great things. But what I'm impressed with, Ryan, is that you have decided that you're going to be successful in Max. Is that a fair statement?
That's absolutely 100% correct. I will be a diamond.
When did you decide? And your business is moving, so I want to talk about some of that. But when you've been with us how long, and when did you really come to that point that if it's going to happen, I just got to decide it's going to happen and then move? When did you get there?
Okay, so first question of how long I've been in Max. I've been in Max since 2009, taking the products diligently every day. I mean, once you hear a doctor that says you really aren't aging when you take it, I appreciate that, and I'm like, okay, I'll stay on the product. And when you get carded at 30 years old to make sure you're 21, the products are working. So they are anti-aging. That happened about a year ago when I got carded, so I thought that was pretty funny. Anyways, the decision came to doing this when I actually was at GoPro in 2014 of how I need to kick my level up, my commitment, my desire. When you're sitting in the audience and you're hearing all these people share their stories on why they were successful, and then sharing what they're doing, and you have no excuse. I'm sitting here and I'm listening to all these people going, all right, if they can do it, there's no reason I can't. Because what I used to do is I'd sit there and I'd listen to them. As they're talking, I'd pull up what business they're involved in. Because I got to see if they're this passionate about what they're involved in, I got to see what they're doing. A lot of them was makeup. You had some juices. Some juices were really popular. This one kid who was younger than me, he's making $50,000 a month, and he does additives to gasoline. So your car gets 1 or 2 more miles per gallon and burns more efficiently. Now, if you can make $50,000,
that's absolutely amazing to me, because we talk about our product, and our product is life-changing. His product is life-changing, but what do you think is different? I mean, we've got this amazing product, but I guess it's a good product to get a little more gas mileage out of an automobile, but it's what was the difference there? What do you draw from seeing that kind of success on a product that's kind of okay?
How I see it is, I think it comes down to the person's actual conviction and that they are doing it. No matter what, nothing's going to change them. They're going to keep going, no matter how many no's. I mean, when you hear these guys' interviews and they're saying, well, geez, I got 30 no-shows. I had so many meetings I was doing by myself until I finally said, you know what, I don't care anymore. I'm going to continue doing the no-shows. I'm going to continue. And they just stayed fighting with it. I think the thing it comes down to is the opportunity. You know, Max has the best product in the world. I'm going to say again, has the best product in the world, because I've been talking with a lot of doctors and bringing this product to them and saying, hey, you need to check this out. And when they show me what they have or they use, I go home and I look at it and I just start laughing, okay? Because it's nothing. It's not even close to it. So the product is a given. That's a fact. All right, now it comes down to the opportunity. Do we have an opportunity here to really grow and create a ripple effect where Max becomes a household name? And that's what I have caught the vision of. Max will be a household name, but do you want to be a part of that income? Okay, that's the real question. It will be a household name, but do you want to participate in that? Do you want to be able to say, I was there when Max was this. Now Max is this. And you were literally a part of that growth and created that ripple to then go across the world to every walks of life and help everyone financially and also health.
You hit upon a couple things there. Number one is going back to the example of someone that says, I don't care if I'm getting no's or no-shows, I'm going to keep going. That level of activity, you have to be active or you have no one to blame but yourself, correct?
Correct, absolutely. I say when you point your finger at someone, you're pointing 3 at yourself. So remember, if in order for you to get, in order for your business to get better, you must get better. All right. I mean, I had a lady I was talking with wanted to order product. I was okay. I follow up with them. Yeah, I'm ready to order. Can you call me at this date right before Thanksgiving? Sure, I'll call you. Call, leave a voice message. Hey, this is Ryan. You asked me to follow up with you on this date. I'm just following up, hoping to maybe help you place that order. No response. Okay. Send an email. Ryan, following up. You asked me to follow up. No response. Sent another message. About 2 weeks later, I don't want to bug them too much, but just, you just keep planting that seed. Send another message. It was finally 3 days before Christmas. My phone rings. I'm like, oh, finally called me back. So I pick up. But before here, I want to backtrack real quick. The last voice message I left was this. I said, hey, Erica, I know we've been playing kind of some phone tag, and I know you wanted to place that order. I figured you're probably just on vacation or really busy right now, but I'm going to keep trying until I get a hold of you because you asked me to do that. And then literally she called me 3 days before Christmas apologizing. Now, the reason I think she did that is she was apologetic, but also, too, how I left the message of, you asked me to do this and follow up with you. This is nothing that people should go, well, I already left a message. Well, you don't know what happened in the message. I mean, maybe a 4-year-old grabbed it and hit delete, okay? Maybe they started listening to it, someone came into their office, they turned it off and completely forgot. Stuff comes up. But see, me, I didn't change because she asked me to do this for her and help her, and I'm going to do that. So I finally kept doing that, and then she placed an order for 3 cell Longevity, 2 ATP, and was very happy and again thanked me for staying so consistent with her because she'd been so busy.
How many contacts were there all total?
3 voicemails, 2 emails. So, but like I said, the third voicemail I finally.
But total time, how much time did you spend?
Oh, geez, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, you're on the voicemail, 30, 45 seconds? And then an email takes all of, 2, 3 minutes?
Yeah, for a $200-300 order.
Yeah, exactly. So I made $84 or something in commissions. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Let's go back to what we were talking about earlier about the fact that you have see. I'm so impressed with how you're moving, and you've decided that you're not going to take any excuses. We've got all kinds of video. There's all kinds of messages. You can search glutathione all over the place. You can talk about wellness and opportunity. You decided to move independent of what you didn't wait for anyone to create a message that you thought would resonate for you. You've moved forward to do that, and I'm not here to validate that part of it, the particular message, because I think there's an element of we believe what we love the video that works for us, and so the variety of videos in my world is a good thing. But you set out and did some things and did it on your own because you decided to, and you believe in that process, and I think you're seeing success there. Tell me a couple stories about why that's working for you.
Okay. Someone shared this with me. I think it was Eric Worre made the comment, or I don't know who it was, but it's your worst enemy and your boss that you're up against is time. Time is unforgiving. It doesn't give you a day back, no matter what excuse you give it. I don't care if this happened to your car, this or that. You don't get the day back. It's going to continue going, and whether or not you're being productive with your time or non-productive is totally on you. It's not on your upline. It's not on your downline. It's on you. If you want to wait for your friend to talk to that person that would just go gangbusters with this, don't. You're not going to just be waiting around going, are you going to send that email to someone? No, they're not, okay? In order for things to move, you must move. And so what I've decided to do is Bruce told me this over the phone one time. He goes, "You know, Ryan, you're an associate with Max, right?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Do you know you have rights to all of their science and research, and it's actually yours now that you're an associate?" And that resonated so strong with me because that is so 100% true. I am Max. This is my research. I've been, there's 30 plus years of research. I've been doing this since I was 1 year old. I mean, I wasn't involved with it at the time, but this is my research. So I wasn't going to wait for someone that would be available for a three-way. Now, three-ways are great, and I'm saying they work, but don't say that, well, if I had someone to three-way with. No, you are your own boss. Use the tool as a three-way. If they can't be inspired by a Chuck Norris video or science and research, you really can't help them. Move on to the next person. Seriously. How many millions of people we got here in the United States?
Plenty. Absolutely plenty. Let's jump over on the opportunity side. What, because we were talking about this, and I don't know if you had a chance to think about it, but what about looking for those team people, for those leader type people? Because, and go down this road. We got talking about need. I can need a lot more than health. So sometimes we think that just because I know that you need more energy, now I'm done with my understanding of you and creating a relationship with you. As you pointed out when we spoke, I could be close to losing my house, and I need an additional revenue stream. How do you look for team members? How do you look for new associates? How do you look for those people and qualify those people that are really going to come in and help you build? Because the power of networking, which is proven by that guy making $50,000 selling a supplement to your gas tank, is that you've got to leverage your time and find those business builders. Product users, absolutely, but business builders is where the duplication takes place. What do you look at as you're going through that process?
Yeah, what I look at is, are the people going to fight me? Your new up and coming leaders will look to the leaders as a role model and do what they do. Okay? Because the people that actually will become leaders will start as followers, but as intent followers. What is he doing? What are you saying? How are you writing? When you respond an email, what do you do here? And those are the ones that on my Saturday, we have a team meeting. We listen to the doctor's call. We got someone that makes tea for us, Fred. He does a great job. And then we have we have it open. Anyone want to show up, and I do some training. Now, every once in a while, you get 2 or 3 people that are showing up consistently. They're always showing up. And you know what? Those are the ones that are growing in my team. And why are they growing?
That.
They are the ones. They are the ones that are getting the training. They're hearing how I'm talking, how convicted I am in doing this as a business, and how when they say, well, what if they say this is my email? You respond with this. And they like that I don't deviate. I'm like that rock in the flowing river, all going downstream, whatever, and I'm not moving. And what's funny is they get the same response over and over. Guess what? They realize that's a good response. Maybe I should try that. Maybe I should. Okay, he seems to know what he's doing. Let's try that. And then that's where I got my leaders. I had someone that on my team, Cheryl. I heard her on the call, so she's listening. I'm going to give her a plug. She has been so dedicated to our Max business and going to the conventions and really, really trying to make a go at this. And she has been through quite a few struggles. She has, had some people tell her no, this and that. But what you have to realize, too, is this is what I was trying to get through to Cheryl. Cheryl was not a molecular biologist. As much as she thinks she is and does know a lot about it, she is really learning, and she knows a lot about it. She is not one. So what I was really getting to her is we need to use a tool to do our work, because then they can't question us. They can question Nagasawa. And if you're going to question Nagasawa's research, I can't help you. So if you can use a tool to do that work, they're not questioning you anymore. You're just now redirecting them to the message. And what is that message? This is what we have as an opportunity. So you got to look for the leaders as in who's willing to show up. If they're willing to show up and listen to you, those are your leaders.
No, listen, that is so true, because you can learn every skill necessary to succeed in this business. It's not rocket science. It's really very simple.
No,
Get
it's
to
not.
know
You're right.
people. Find out what they're. It's not easy, but it's simple.
Yeah.
Find out what they're looking for, and then help them find it. You don't have to motivate people who are hungry. Les Brown says you got to be hungry. You don't have to
Yeah.
motivate you. If you have decided that if you don't get yourself moving into a venture that you can afford and is accessible to you, which Max is, that you're not going to have a retirement, or you've got $80,000 of debt like Chris and Tammy had, or you lost everything in a economic upturn like Alex Monterosa did, and you say, I must, and you begin to go, I don't have to motivate you. You're motivated. But what you just said about working with the people who show up is key. They are the builders. They are the future. Because this isn't that challenging. The biggest challenge we have is between our own ears and our own belief system, which is what leads us to always wanting to be refreshing ourselves. If you're not around positive people, get around positive people. If you have a group of friends and you're the smartest person in the group, get a new group of friends.
Get a new group.
Challenge yourself. Grow.
Yeah.
See, what's really fun for me, and I said this last week to Kathy, I'm going to say it to you now. I'm seeing strength in the people who listen to this call. You are growing. You are becoming stronger. You're becoming more capable because you're becoming confident, because you're becoming informed, and I think at the very essence and core of that, you finally said, "I'm going to make this happen." Is that fair?
That's 100% true. That is really it. Is the decision to do it. When you have Eric Worre saying, I'll tell you what it is, it's kind of scary. The only thing that's keeping the success from coming to you is your decision to do it. Because the tools are there, the product, obviously you picked a good product, it's your decision to do it. And whether or not you're going to do it, it comes down to you. So what I would kind of like to share with you a little bit as we're kind of wrapping up here is kind of what I'm doing with my team. Is I no longer see Max as a business, because I think when you ask someone, would you like to get involved in a business, red flags kind of go up and the blinders kind of go up, and I don't have time for a business. So what I now have done and have trained my team to do is we work out of our smart office, okay? Our smart office is from our phone. All right. Now, this is what I'm going to tell you. What a smart office. If you say this is what I trained on. If you could generate a second stream of income simply by having a smart office on your phone, would you be interested?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So, they're going to say yes, or they're going to say, "What's a smart office?" My response to that is, a smart office is having the ability to instantly leverage a digital workforce in order to create a global enterprise simply through the use of the phone in the palm of your hand.
Can I copy you on that?
That's why I'm staying on the call there for you. I'm trying to help you out, Mike.
That's awesome, man.
Okay,
No, it's great.
Okay, so then again, that's what a smart office is having the ability to instantly leverage a digital workforce in order to create a global enterprise simply through the use of the smartphone in the palm of your hands. And so then I've also come up with a little acronym of what a smart office is. A smart office stands for, we simply market advanced RiboCeine Technology.
Wow.
That's what we do. We simply market advanced RiboCeine Technology. So that's what I think. Well, but also, too, think about it. And, I have it go through, and if you want to write smart vertically on your paper, the S stands for your, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. But S stands for the simplicity of it, okay? It's self-sufficient. So it's self-sufficient. That's what the S is. You don't have to be sitting at an office. You don't have to be there for 8 hours to get paid. It's self-sufficient. M, mobile. It's mobile. You got to be mobile at this. I mean, seriously, your business has to be mobile. If you're not mobile, you are a dinosaur in business. A dinosaur. So it has to be mobile. Okay? A, for smart, okay? A, has to be adaptable. Is it going to be able to adapt to the growing demands of different things going on in the economy? Or is it something that's just going to be here tonight, be gone tomorrow? No, it has to be adaptable, which we definitely are. R is residual income. Do the work once and not have to do it over and over again. I mean, I love it when people say, oh, I'm in this for the sales, purses or something. Okay, you make the sale for the purse, but guess what? You don't get paid every time they open it. I mean, you don't make a commission every time they use the purse or they use their knives. That's not residual. Okay, and then the last one, which I really like and I really think hits home, is it's time renewing. Not consuming like traditional business. Time renewing. So, if you can't get through to someone of just asking them, have you ever considered having a smart office on your phone? You can't help them, because I'm looking for people that want to be mobile, adaptable, ongoing, quick, easy, efficient, duplicatable. That's what I'm looking for. Those kind of leaders. You don't want the people that are dragging their feet with a flip chart. I'm sorry, but I've never done a flip chart presentation, nor will I ever do a flip chart presentation. That is not duplicatable in my book. A video is duplicatable. A website is duplicatable. That's where you need to be utilizing your tools.
But the last piece of that, and that's fantastic. I'm so proud of you, man. That is excellent, excellent stuff. But the last piece of it, and Kathy alluded to it, and Les Brown said it when he was at our convention. There was a luncheon, and Chris Gingras, one of our leaders, said, do we lead with product? Do we lead with opportunity? And Les Brown said, you lead with yourself. And I think that when you put all of that together, everything you just shared, which is beautiful thinking, I think as I hear that, I think I'm going with this guy, because this guy's got it figured out, and this deal will work. And then you find out what the product can do for you, and oh my gosh,
yeah,
it's not just a pill I plop in my gas tank. This is something that can change people's lives. Then when you start seeing that, then you realize, if I want money, I got to build, I got to work, I got to grow, I got to do it. And that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Man. Way to go.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is more and more, because I know from a business standpoint, I work with my grandpa on, we do tractor parts, his business, and you wouldn't believe the amount of paperwork that goes into something of buying, selling, reselling, taxes, this, that, returns, refunds. Oh my gosh. Every time I do paperwork for him, I tell him, I keep teasing him every time. I go, do you know how much paperwork my Max business consists of? I mean, he's like, he just keeps chuckling. I don't touch paperwork. I'm all for, hey, we're trying to save the rainforest here. Do you want to be in business killing rainforests? You want to be in business saving rainforests? Okay?
Yeah, that's fun.
Because that's where it's about. You have a smartphone in your hand at all times. You ever notice when you walk in and you order food at a restaurant, what's everyone doing on their phone? They're sitting there checking this. But is it generating revenue? Is it generating income? No, it's not. It is not generating anything. You're sitting there checking Facebooks.
Honestly, that lady you talked about earlier that ended up with an $85 commission and a several $100 order, you handle all that on your phone. Yep.
To be honest, I was walking my dog. So if you really want to put up what was I doing, if you can make sales like that where you're walking your dog, come on. I'm out getting some fresh air, exercise, doing my business. How can you complain about that? So you're fresh. Your brain is fresh. Who are you listening to right now a lot? Who's your mentor as far as audio? Oh, you got like you mentioned those calls. I got Napoleon Hill. I read Think and Grow Rich every single day, and you're always learning something from that. And I listen to Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Just a quick little story on that, because I know we're getting close on time. With Dale Carnegie, he did a study of the two most important things that everyone is thinking about subconsciously at all times. And the number one is health. Your health is always in the back of your mind subconsciously, what you're thinking about. And number two is being a part of something. They want to be significant in life.
Wow.
So why are we standing around and not presenting what this is? Yes, we have great products. We're going to help with your health. But do you want to be a part of something? Something that's going to be global. a global enterprise from your phone and your palm of your hand. Come on. Who doesn't want to be a piece of that, have a part of that? Seriously.
Man, you're awesome. Do you realize how strong you're getting?
Oh, I know. Yeah, people keep telling me that, but you know what? I'm going to keep reading and improving every day. There's only two types of people, learning and non-learning.
Just for the record, this young man came in, horned himself in on dinner with my wife and I, and that's how we first met. But it was good.
Yep, that was good.
Yeah,
it was good.
Man. Listen, I love your passion. I love your forward thinking. I love your conviction, and I love the fact that you're doing. You're doing.
Thank you.
And you're seeing it. It's moving. It's starting to move. Keep that focus. Keep that intensity. And once you get that momentum started, then it becomes rolling. And then after it starts to roll, then you just make it going. And then actually the work on building this business is, you said 3 years. Is that what your commitment is?
Yeah, that's what I say. It's the 4-year career, 3-year career. Yeah, that's something you got to do.
Yeah.
So.
But you got to do it and find those people. So let's get yoked with this. Let's get this same attitude. Ryan, thank you so much. This has just been a great call. Thank you very much. Everyone out there, you all are right there with him. You are capable. You have the ability to understand vision. You have the resource. It's out there. The YouTube is full of bright intelligence. Join with that intelligence. But man, the most important thing we could say to you tonight is make the decision to go. The resources are there. We'll do whatever you need. Reach out to me personally. My responsibilities have expanded a little bit. I'm working more closely with Bob and on the sales side. So if I could ever be of assistance, if you need me, reach out. I'm happy to get on calls with you. I'm happy to do whatever you can. Let's make this thing go. Everyone on this call deserves $50,000 a month selling something much better than a tablet you put in a gas tank. How's that for a closing?
Exactly. It's what is it? A quitter never wins and a winner never quits.
There you go. Just keep showing up and invest in the people who show up every day. Sometimes we overlook those people. They're steady.
That's
They're
right.
there all the time. Don't overlook the ones who show up. Because they are the future. They are the future.
Yes, they are.
Oh, one quick comment. There was a lady I knew in another company, and she would do that. She would bring a guy in. She would go, here he is. This guy's going to do this and this and this and this and this and this. And he never did it. And I kept saying, why don't you just invite him? If they show up, then invest in them. Oh, no, I met him. I went over there. I bought him lunch 3 times. I'm going to quit that. They'll show up. And when they show up, then invest. And as they
then feed them.
Then feed them. That's right. Yeah. When they show up. Anyway, you're awesome, buddy.
Well,
thanks so much.
Thanks,
Everybody
Mike.
out there, have a great have a great evening and a great week. And we'll talk to you again in a few short days. See you in a week. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.